Church Familia. Hey, Pastor Eric here. We have a big weekend ahead of us. It's Easter weekend, and it all starts on Good Friday. We're going to have two services at 6 and 7:30 p.m. on Good Friday, and these are going to be different experiences than our Easter Sunday services. We're going to take some time to remember and reflect what Jesus has done for us, why we call it Good Friday, and then we're going to take communion together as a church family. I encourage you, get there early, bring your family and your friends. It's going to be an experience you don't want to miss. And then Saturday morning, it is our City Serve project for the month of April. We're going to paint the town red. Here's what we've been talking about over the past several weeks. We've had our pop-up shop open and the localchurch.com/store open, giving you enough time to buy some team gear and some exclusive church merch. And so on that Saturday morning, whatever you do, wherever you're going, put on your team gear, put on your church merch, grab your Easter invites, and go and invite people to be a part of what God is going to do here that Easter Sunday. A simple invite can change someone's eternity, and so we're going to paint the town red together. And then Easter Sunday, we're going to celebrate the resurrection, the life of Jesus, and what it means for us. And so we're going to have 4 Easter services that Sunday, starting at 8:30, then 10 a.m., then 11:30, then 1 o'clock p.m. And if you call this place home, if you're part of our church familia, here's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to come to the first or the last service. Come to the 8:30 or the 1 p.m. and then stay and serve in the 2 middle ones. And that's going to open up space in those 2 primetime services for people who are visiting, for people who are searching and seeking, for them not to be in such a crowded environment. And when you come to serve on Easter Sunday, I'm asking you to park all the way at the end of our grass parking lot. We're gonna have some golf carts that'll cart people back and forward just in case the ground is muddy or whatever it may be. But again, that's gonna open up some prime parking spots and help us with traffic for the thousands of people that are gonna come to our church on Easter weekend. And when it's time for you to worship and celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, as you walk into the auditorium, I want to challenge you to move all the way up and in. Go to the front of the auditorium, find some available seats, and then scooch as close as you can to the middle as possible, so that people who are searching for a spot, who are visiting that day, they won't have to climb over people. They won't have to worry or be awkward of where do I sit? They'll have spots available for them at the end of the auditorium. It's going to be an incredible weekend, and I can't wait to see what God does through every single one of us as we come and as we serve. And so I want to encourage you to have a spirit of expectancy, believing that God would transform lives and many people will come to faith in Jesus this Easter weekend. And after Easter, it's not over. The weekend after, we're starting a new series called The Best Selfie, and I can't wait to share it with you. Maybe you're like me, maybe you're part of the hundreds of millions of people every single day who pull out their cell phone to try to snap the perfect selfie. And we look for the right filter and to try to have the right pose and have the right perspective. But the greatest perspective that we can have is how God sees us. And so for 6 weeks, we're going to be going through the book of Ephesians together as a church familia. And as we look through God's word, we're going to find who he says we are. We're going to learn about the image and the identity that God says we can have and what we can do. It's going to be a great series. We're going to talk about self-image and self-perception and self-worth and, of course, selfies. And so I encourage you to be there all 6 weeks. It's going to be a series that will leave us transformed for the good. This series is going to be so much fun. We have a lot of things in store. In fact, every single week, we're going to have a big giveaway so that people can improve their selfie. And so here's how you can help us, Church Familia. I want you right now to pull out your cell phone and to snap a selfie of yourself with no filter. And then use the hashtag #TheBestSelfie and then tag us, the local church, on social media. And then this weekend, we're going to use your selfie for part of our services. Then when we kick off this series, we're going to randomly select one person who did that to win a $250 Amazon gift card to help you improve your selfie. Listen, church, we have so much in store, and I can't wait to see what God does this weekend. Join me in believing that the best is still before us.